Hello there. How's everyone doing today? I hope you're doing well. Let's see. I want to listen to something different for this one, guys. It's gonna be great. Can you guys hear that? I know YouTube can't hear it, but can everyone else? What's up, Dalton? How you doing today, man? Lord Megatron, 7-stream streak. You're awesome, man. You're on a roll. Today's a day for beer, folks. Oh, I poured it inexpertly. My beer is all foamy. It's all foam. All foam, no beer. That's what you get for not paying attention. Richard, how you doing, man? Good to see ya. Real Karen, good to see ya. Good gaming, good to see you as well. Ooh, TJ and Karen might get a fight. That's fun. Can't wait to hear what I think of this massive update. What's up, Darth Salia? Salia. I always feel awkward saying your name for some reason. Darth Payakin, good to see you, man. Only the legacy game, though, says Karen. Hold on. Does Karen have negative thoughts about this update? Let's hear them. You guys excited? I think the new update sounds pretty cool, honestly. Maybe I'm in the minority, and maybe I'm wrong. I hope I'm not, but it seems pretty cool to me. Hey, thanks for the follow, RoboMelon. How you doing today? And then, I wanted just a little header at the top. Yeah, I need to be better at pouring. Well, at paying attention when I pour beer. I could usually do better than this. Usually do better than this, but look, we got more now. Usually watch on YouTube lurking, but might want to chat today. Yeah, I hear you, dude. I'm glad you're. Yeah, please do chat. I welcome that, of course. It's going to be an interesting thing to discuss. We'll probably discuss it a little more tomorrow. And then, guys, I don't know. I need to look it up and stuff. I want to play Dispatch, which is the first game I've ever played on. The first game I've ever played other than Galaxy of Heroes on stream. As crazy as that is, I've never played another game that I can think of. Maybe you guys can remember a time, but I don't think I have. So I've never done it, but I think I want to try playing Dispatch, just because when I watched most of the current episodes, but it's just so interesting to me. I don't know. It's a really well done game, and really, it's more of just like almost a movie or a show, more than an actual game. It just seems fun to try something new. Remember how to change the game I'm playing? I think so, Prime. I have it automatically set to Galaxy of Heroes, but I think I can change it. I think I know how. E-Ray says, the negative thought so far is I don't see how exactly non-spenders are skipping a bunch of relic levels in gear. Seems to be most people get a gear 12 and still need to put their mats into the tune. Yeah, it could be, man. Very well could be. The problem with a big word vomit like this, it's very challenging to really map what they're saying, in my opinion. Like, he's gonna tell us all the things, and he'll be doing his best to tell us. I mean, I actually, I don't think he's like trying to hold anything back. I think it's tough to imagine what's going on, and it's easy to be like, oh yeah, yep, we're still screwed, and then it turns out we're not. You know what I mean? I mean, uh, I've been pretty critical of CG lately, in general, but as we'll see how it goes. What's up, Mr. Gameplay? How you doing, man? Swagga player, how you doing, man? Hi. Hi. It is a lot of info. It's just so much info. I'm trying to decide if I want to put the effort in to do like a 5 or 10 minute recap video, like just really try to, bare bones it as they say. I haven't decided if I actually want to do that or not. That might be too much effort. And the problem, of course, is I don't think I understand all the things that are going on anyways, so who frickin' knows? Oh good, Zareth is here to tell us how much to panic. I mean, I think everyone knows before a stream, before one of my streams, or before like we actually see it in the game, you should know beforehand that I'm just not a big proponent of panic in general. I tend to I want to see it with my own eyes, you know. There've been so many people who've said the game is dying, and that just because they've been wrong before doesn't mean that they're currently wrong. I just want to see it with my own eyes. It just, I guess we'll see. It looks pretty cool. I'm trying to find something to counter Hondo in TW. Oh, I don't think anything does. I think you're screwed. Douglas Dean is optimistic. Nice. Good. Late nights mounting. Yeah, man. You're thinking that I might stream to talk about the update? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot. I guess like the most positive thing, I've predicted like a huge number of these characters coming out, being released. Yay, I'm right. Sounds great, right? Most of it sounds positive to me, but it's almost impossible to tell until it's here. I'm not a big fan of this much change at once, though, says Darth Pega. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot. It really is. I'll say this, too. I hate galactic challenges with pretty much every fragment of my soul. All the parts of my soul that I have. I really dislike galactic challenges. It just really pisses me off all the time. So I will be really excited to have galactic challenges just gone, maybe replaced with something worse. I don't know, but it'll be nice to just have them gone. Galactic challenges are dead. Long live galactic challenges. Yeah, I mean, it'll be different in some ways, though. Maybe it'll be pretty much the same. I'm not sure. I think the thing that I liked about the new one versus challenges is for like a new account, they're like, hey, win with Hut Cartel, asshole. Win with Hut Cartel. And as a new player, you're like, I don't have Jabba yet, dude. I can't do that. And they're like, well, tough. Like, you just can't have the stuff. You can't have the stuff. And now at least now we can just say, well, I do have the stuff to some degree. I can at least participate a little bit. I can do some of it. I don't know how bad that's gonna feel, how bad it is or isn't gonna feel, but I do like the idea that we're no longer just like, hey, use Ewoks. Like, screw you, dude. I don't want to use Ewoks. Ewoks blow. Ewoks are stupid. I don't have to remod for that crap. I love the galactic challenges. Can just piss off. They just need to go away. So, galactic challenges weren't that bad if you get the pass. I mean, if you have a big account, they're not bad. Now it'll be win with these random 4 marquees. Yeah, man. At least everyone will be in the same boat, kind of. I mean, we'll see. What beer am I drinking? Max asks. It's Odell at Odell's Brewery. It's a local brewery in Denver. It's Odell's IPA. It's their. I guess I like a couple of their other beers, but that's the Odell's IPA is the best though, and it's probably just my favorite IPA in general. It's just really good. It's very hoppy. I think that's the right word. I don't have a beer vocabulary, guys. Don't ask me to grow one of those. What about the new era modes? If they have points, that's bonus. Just quests and dailies. Or without new era modes, just quests and dailies, you get 296 points. You only need 240k to max the track. Oh, really? So if you don't need, if you don't get the new era mode, then you can just max the track anyways. I mean, that sounds pretty great. Then you don't have to get into it, I guess. I don't know. Daily grinding is really scary for Coliseum. Did we need the rebirth of Squad Arena? Yeah, I mean, yeah, we'll see. I mean, how you doing on Fleet Arena right now? Like, we already have Fleet Arena, right? Like, we all played the game pretty consistently when Squad Arena was around. I feel like that wasn't like a breaking point for a lot of people. Maybe it was, but Swagger gameplay, you're happy GCs are going away. Last few GCs were very bad. I'm not sure you can get to level 50 on episode track this time on the alt account. Oh, really? What was bad about them, in your opinion? BW is viable with Raid 1. All is healing. What's BW? How you doing, Zach? Fleet Arena, you fell to 3rd? Whoa. It's pretty cool, man. I fell to 11th, apparently. I guess I should do one of my attacks while we're just chatting here. Let's go. We'll go read the document in just a minute, guys. It'll be great. We'll all love it. Everyone will be so happy about the new update. Right? Like, this is the first time in history. Oh, no, we can't hit auto yet. Oopsies. We all love the new update. It looks really great. This is the first time we'll all agree, right? We'll all agree that it looks wonderful. You didn't have all those factions. You could only do complete the battle quest. Yeah. Oh, like there was one that was like evade 10 times, and I was or something. I forget what it was. Is do something else. One of them was take 8 consecutive turns against a team that has a ton of reactive, like a team that has a huge amount of speed and reactive characters, and it was just like, well, that's not worth my time. It sounds annoying, so I just didn't do it on either account. Drex, here for your favorite GAC man to digest all the complicated updates for me. Yeah, I mean, I appreciate that. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't think we can spend all the time it takes to read the whole stupid document. We'll probably skip some parts of it. I've read it. I read it a couple times, but there's a lot. There's a lot to digest. We'll have to see how bad the monetization is. Yeah. Yeah, I guess we'll see. Do I get refunded my Galactic Challenge Omicron? Scorch, did you really apply it? Did you really give that one to that hapless Gungan? That's oh man. I think I would rather just put it on like Scout Trooper. I think I would just rather do that. Just apply it to Scout Trooper than put that Galactic Challenge one on. Justice for the Phalanx Omi. If they do remove that one, it'll be the only like recent character that has a that doesn't have an Omicron, other than Galactic Legends. Good Gaming says the good thing about the era format is that you can skip those annoying Galactic Challenge feats and still get your Omis. Yeah, man. You were forced to do them in the past if you wanted Omicrons. Well, look at all those things we just accomplished, guys. You couldn't do that one either, Swaga gameplay. There's probably a video by someone explaining how to do it easily. I just at the risk of sounding entitled, who has time to watch videos? At the risk of scaring people off of watching my own, who has time to watch videos on that sort of thing? I have to defeat 5 enemies with Empire characters. What? I guess, should we just do that real quick, guys? Should we just knock that out? I don't want this one though. I'm done with Sector 1 this season. How fast did you guys get Red Crate? For those of you who got Red Crate already, how fast did people get it? I got it in 2 days. It's fastest I've ever gotten it. Though I wasn't trying that hard to begin with, I guess, but you know, didn't finish until yesterday. Well, that's disappointing, guys. I'm sure you had good reasons for it, though. No, I'm kidding. I'm not sure of that at all. That I'm not certain. You didn't bother to do the last boss node feats. Why not? How dare you? You got to Red Crate for your alt? Awesome. My alt got Crate 6 in like 3 days. You weren't particularly efficient. You wanted to spread your joy. That sounds potentially problematic, Richard. I'm kidding. You missed 2 days worth of 50 refreshes. Yeah, I just bought the pass, or I bought the things, the whatever they're called, the packs, with a bunch of energy, and it's just really easy if you do that. Which ones did you guys skip? I think I do it differently this time. I just happened to skip. Let's see. Oh, that's the wrong place to go for that, isn't it? I just happened to go. What? So I got all of Sector 5, all of Sector 4. I skipped. I think this is the SM-33 one. Yeah. So SM-33 surviving. Skip that one. Let's see, skipped full squad of tanks. I mean, that's easy enough. I just didn't need to, so I didn't do it. And then, see, I did most of the Dark Side Clone Trooper ones. I just I didn't need to finish it, so I didn't. And I think that's it. Is that all I skipped? Pretty sure. Yeah, that's it. The doing it 20 times is pretty tough for the it's pretty tough if you've Sorry, I'm gonna space it. It's pretty tough if you're trying to do it in 2 days. So you got to do the title one. Yeah, I mean the title one's really easy because you don't have to fill your whole team with 5 characters. Like that, they didn't prescribe all 5 characters this time. You skip the boss nodes, you can't be bothered. Yeah, I mean most of the boss nodes are pretty easy. A few of them were kind of tough though. So what gameplay you haven't watched Red Crate yet? You were farming Datacrons after reaching Sector 4. Yeah, I'll do that on like this coming the next conquest, the one that happens in 3 weeks from now or whatever. I'll do that just to get the new Datacrons for sure. Like I'll, but I just this time I just wanted to be done with Red Crate and be done with it. Be done with the hassle. Hell Week is enough. Enough hassle for me. Alright guys, we have enough people. Let's take a look at these let's take a look at this. If I can get the thing to look. Here, tell you what, first what you guys want to see the I don't know if it'll you guys want to see the preview to Dispatch? You guys want to see it? Hold on. So let me see if I can find. Let's see. All right. You guys want to see this? We might play it tonight. We might just watch the preview again.
So, Shroud dupes you into a trap where he destroys the Mecha Man suit and puts you in a coma for months.
I didn't hear a question in there.
Can you repair your Mecha Man? Up next, is Mecha Man a Mecha quitter?
Figured my story would always end in that suit.
It's time for you to accept that you don't got it anymore. You need it behind that desk to help actual heroes. Now, get your flat ass off my bench.
Looks like the Red Ring was behind this.
No problemo.
Can I get ice down here?
Got it. I need you guys to focus.
I've never seen this preview.
With the Red Ring. We are bound to bother them at some point.
If you poke the hive, you're gonna have to fuck the queen.
That's not how bees work. But if we kill the queen, we rot the hive.
You would do that. Kill Shroud.
I'm flying blind, can't see anything.
Busy, look out!
You wanna get people hurt? Get people killed?
A real hero puts their ass on the line.
Come on!
Just be careful, kid. The answers are out there if you just listen to the wind.
Looks kind of fun. All right. It looks pretty cool. I actually don't know if they even captured the essence super well, but it looks fun anyways. Let's see. All right, let's look at the title update, shall we? I don't know if I want to be up here either. All right, let's go. Oh, maybe we try this one. Hell, dude, I thought I'd turn that thing off. All right. There, that's a little bit better. hear Gar makes a cameo in Dispatch. Yeah, that's what I hear too. Prime. Yeah, there are no frogs in the new one. No frogs in that game for sure. All right, let's take a look here. Oh, sorry. 10 years, a decade. It's difficult. He's very sentimental here, I guess, kind of. It's incredible community has grown and flourished. Yeah. Some of the community's pretty great. Most of it, actually. Some people have thought this game was going to end for 10 straight years. So that's fun. Thank you for being the heart and soul of Swaga. Both? Are we both? Eagles fan, immediate reaction. You think it's okay to take characters to Relic 7 and just hoard until the update? Just do it, man. Just pull the trigger. Do it. I want the face cam to be bigger. I know you guys don't want it to be bigger, but I want it to be bigger. Alright, so, did they ever tell us what rewards they're going to give us for the anniversary? I don't think they told us in this one, which is super lame, but... Alright, so they retold us what eras are going to be. And we've been following that all year. They've been pretty consistent about it, for the most part. Cool. Players who are below 85, level 85 receive a standard set of introductory episode quests. Players at level 85 receive the bespoke set of episode quests for that episode. You know how many people have told me to go to hell that I was just totally off base when I said we weren't going to get level 85. They're like, no, it absolutely is going to happen. You know how many people told me that? It's really fun. Really fun of all of them. Thank you to everyone who swore up and down we're going to get more levels, higher levels than 85. I appreciate all of you. That was a while ago, but let's see. Character quests become available for all players at level 20. Oh, this music's almost over. Let's restart it. This has been Lords of the Realm 2 music, guys, by the way. Okay. Nick, what did you miss? Not much, man. We're just chilling. We're reading this stuff. Alright, additionally, character quests will become available for all players. So this is something that, like, unless you have a new account, it's tough to know this kind of thing. Like, character quests will become available for all players at level 20. It's like, hey, we made this change. And I'm like, I don't know what that change even is at all. Excuse me. I was trying to pause it. Didn't know, or mute it, but it didn't work. Sorry. Let's see. We're getting level 95. Era level 95. Woo! That'll be good. Okay. So, character quests will become available for all players at 20, which is the same level that unlocks marquee events. Woo. Alright. So, we got Chubby for a Stormtrooper Luke. IG-90, it's the tank droid that we've needed for Afra forever, which is exciting. Yoda and Chewie, which people are calling Choda, which I don't think it's possible to stop it. I think he's just going to be called Choda. We have Harry Asajj, which I've been asking for forever. So instead of Chewie and Yoda, like Choda, we already have Chewie carrying someone as like a backpack. We already have that one. Why couldn't we get Gungi instead? Like, why do we have to get Choda? I didn't ask for them. I wanted Gungi, but one way or another, we're getting reinforcements for the Wookiee team, which I've thought for a long time that the Wookiee team would be pretty good. So I'm excited to get reinforcements, even if it's the wrong reinforcement. What about second Chewie carrying another character? Yeah, that's the only disappointment is we're not getting why aren't we getting another version of Chewie carrying another character? It's true. Why not, man? Not getting what's Loda or Iota? Iota? What's the thing you're talking about, Herf? What's going on there? Yobaka sounds better. I don't really agree. I think that's factually inaccurate Swaga gameplay. I think you're wrong. Being under level 85 is a very niche thing, says Kara. Yeah, it's true. Gar carrying Chewbacca is coming. Gar carrying Chewbacca. I hope so, man. Chewie carrying Jar Jar. What about so you know there was a deleted scene, guys, in episode 7 where Unkar Plutt, the guy they stole, you know, the guy who they on Jakku that they stole the Millennium Falcon from, apparently he like finds them and Chewie just like rips his arms off in like the deleted scene. It would be fun if they made a video or a character of Chewbacca carrying Unkar Plutt's arms. I'd be happy with that. That would be awesome. He'll beat you to death with someone else's arms. Luke plus Yoda divided by Loda. Oh, you just didn't capitalize the L, so it looked like an I. Herf. Dude, you gotta capitalize things. Yeah, that's important. Especially when it comes to L's, lowercase L's. Beat a motherfucker with another motherfucker. True. Luke will beat it with a Wampa arm. Beat what? Just kidding. We're getting Inquisitor Barriss, which is kind of fun. Do we know what her fate is? I never watched for some reason, I never watched the Empire series, the Tales of the Empire. I never did. Was it good? I heard it was terrible. Do we know what the fate of Barriss is as of right now? Is that a thing that we know? Like, do we know how her end is, or is that kind of open-ended? Nick? It's too bad, man. You thought it was good. I actually don't care that she died. It's fine. It was decent as a show. I like all the legends. The legend or the yeah. I like all. I like the ones. A lot of them have been really well done. I heard they were so atrocious. Like everyone I asked was like, "No, dude, don't watch that. Don't waste your time." And I was still going to. I just I haven't gotten around to it yet. I never got around to it. What's up, Mr. Back? How you doing today? Empire series was disappointing. I still have the concept of those series. Yeah. No, they're really cool. But in theory, yeah. This news is crazy. You can't believe you're still awake. Yeah, me neither, Bracken. Good to see you, though, man. They gave Barris some resolution. Oh, that's good, I guess. I just... What's to like about Barris? I mean, really. She's not a likable person. Like, especially, like, they hold her up next to Ahsoka, and you're like, well, one of you is likable, one of you is not. Strong female. You think she is strong? I don't know. I disagree. I think she was shady as hell. Like, she was fine with just, like, killing innocent people for her goals. I don't know. Like, that's not strong. It's just... And then she tried to frame someone else. I don't know. Does that meet the definition of strong? Like, you just do a ton of stuff behind so no one can see it, and then try to blame it on someone else? Try, like, on your best friend? Just think she's just underhanded and selfish. Barris has face tattoos. No, I think that's just her markings as a Mirialan. Unless you also think she's just a human with, like, jaundice or something. That's why her face is yellow. Anyways, it's interesting we're getting a marquee Vader. Like, I've been asking for a new Vader for a long time, but not a marquee. Like, is he actually going to be any good? I hesitate to. I don't. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Darth Leia, you like Tales of the Underworld best of the three? Yeah, that's fair. I like the episodes with Asajj. Someone asked on our on the podcast recently what character in Galaxy of Heroes I would meet, or just maybe just what character I would, like, Star Wars character I would have to dinner, and my answer was Asajj Ventress. I'd like to meet her, especially like the most recent version of her, the Tales of the Underworld version. I'd be pretty interested in that, in seeing. Like, her whole life's trajectory has shifted so many times. She's a fascinating character. She's just very complex. In a lot of ways, more complex than Ahsoka. Even as I really enjoy Ahsoka for the most part, I just I tend to think Asajj is cooler. Elite Marquee. Oh, is that what they called him? Oh, that's cool. I didn't notice that. We'll have to check it out. I hope he is. What's Duel's End? What's that referencing, guys? Because he's had his the face part of his helmet chopped off twice now. Once by, that I can think of at least. Once by Kenobi in the Kenobi show, and once by Ahsoka in Rebels. So which one is this? Which version is this? Is this post Kenobi or post season 2 Rebels? I mean, honestly, it's been cool both times. Frankly, to me, it's been cool. But look, I don't care. I don't know which one this one. Like, which one is it? Usually, the parentheses is like, oh yeah, I get it. Thank you for that context. But this time, it's not. It's like Duel's End. Like that. The end of which duel? he dueled a lot of people. Old Vader. Old Mr. Vader has dueled several Jedi. This is after Kenobi. Is the right side of the helmet? Oh, did they chop different halves of the helmet off? Interesting. I didn't notice that. Okay. All right. I'll buy it. Ahsoka did the other side. All right. Also, it is Duel's End. Not Duel's mid, right? Like in the middle of Ahsoka did that in the middle of her duel with him, And Kenobi did that like at the end of his. What's with Kenobi just not being able to like finish the job? He's just like, you have to think. One of his biggest regrets once he found out that Vader was still alive, he's like, damn it all, why didn't I just chop his head off on Mustafar? Like, why did I just walk away? Why didn't I kill him? And then he's just like thinking that the whole time in Tatooine while he's like preparing meat and on all kinds of weird stuff that he was just doing to make ends meet. And then he finally gets Vader in another position where he's like, yeah, I could kill you, but I won't. Why not? Why wouldn't he? He did finish the job with Maul. That's true. He finally learned his lesson. Once he became old Ben, he could do it. His master cut half, his apprentice cut half. Only Luke could take it all the way off. Take it off? That sound... No, I'm kidding. Interesting, though. What's up, Azurite Bird? How you doing, man? He was in his feelings about Vader. Yeah, I mean... You can't really blame him. I can't. It's like the closest you'd ever have to like to having a brother or a son, even. Like I could imagine. I hope it never happens, but I could imagine fighting one of my sons, I guess. But I doubt I would ever willingly kill one, no matter what transpired. I don't think I could ever do that. I just can't imagine a circumstance like that. Alright, Era is Isolation. Okay, so this is the stuff that you guys don't like, I guess. Darth Vader, Phantom of the Opera, says Rokan. Yeah, he kind of is. I thought of that too, actually. You're disappointed in the economy? Oh yeah, you're one of the people who's come on and just hated on Relic Delta a ton. Yeah, okay. That's fair. That's fair. You don't have to like it. I mean, it might not end up being good. Disappointed in the economy changes. I'll tell you what, guys. I saw comments on a Discord server where Arnold seemed very upbeat about this. I don't know what his video said. His like if Arnold is upbeat about this update, I don't know. That's pretty. You guys aren't allowed to complain about it, right? That's how it works. They should have some sort of line about them being brothers. Has a speculation happened that Stormtrooper Luke is Red 5 pilot? He kind of isn't, though, right? CLB? Like, I feel like Farm Boy Luke is the only Red 5 pilot. Like, Stormtrooper Han doesn't pilot the Falcon. But, I mean, yes, I've thought of it. Otherwise, why do you add Stormtrooper Luke? Like, what good is Stormtrooper Luke? I hope he has an ability called Kissed by His Sister. Or Kiss for Luck, or something like that. Arnold wants out of the game is way different than what I do. Arnold constantly hates on datacrons and every other mode or counter that requires much thought beyond hitting auto. I mean, and we all want something different from it. I was mostly being tongue-in-cheek there, guys. I don't expect all of our preferences to match each other's. If there are no mods in eras, are the leaderboards just going to be divided by star count? How did they say there's no mods? I must have missed that one. That's crazy. Tongue-in-cheek and kiss jokes? I mean, are they not the same thing? Tailspin, I don't know how you get disappointed under the economy changes. Yeah, I mean, it looks like a bunch of improvements to me, personally. So, I don't know. People are obviously very, very willing to have strong opinions about things they don't know anything about yet, including me. So, whoa, Red Dad with a Prime sub. Thanks, dude. Did the notification not go off? Oh, this isn't... it won't show the notifications on this one because I don't have... This is... The view I'm using here, I'm surprised it even has the mic... Well, no, I'm not surprised it has the mic hooked up because this is the one I'm used to make YouTube videos, usually. This is the one I stream with, so we don't have notifications. Thank you for that Prime sub, though, dude. Really appreciate you. Corin, how you doing, man? You coming back? Coming back to the game for the 10th anniversary? I knew you would. We need you. People have to want to be fired up to have something to feel in life. It's true. Oh, hey, we heard the sound of something that just happened. It's cool. Corin, no sir. What? You're crazy, man. Relic 9 nerfs are a joke. White signal data is 2 days of farming, and I never have issue with chromiums or rhodiums. Oh, okay. Relic 9 nerfs are a joke. I feel like that's like one of the biggest reasons that Relic 9 is tough to get is it is a ton of signal data. Have you ever applied a Relic 9? Just out of curiosity. Like, is that like a constant concern to you? Or like Relic 9 nerfs are a joke? I feel like that was a really substantial nerf, to be honest. Ray Rock with a sub as well. Thank you, dude. Really appreciate you. Subscribed for 34 months. Good lad. Appreciate you. Why did anyone think Relic 9 would be made much easier? It's a pure win. Yeah. The signal data thing for me, like a guy who's applied like 40 something of them, I'm like, that's really nice. Thank you. How many do I have? I wonder if I have, let's see, I thought, no, it's not gonna show up, is it? Oh, here. Hold on. I can't tell. This is such an old, like I haven't used, I wonder if this is the same, if this is my main account. Yeah, I have 51. I have 51 Relic 9s. The signal data change on the Relic 9s is really nice. Like crazy nice. I don't get how someone says that it's a joke. It's madness. It's a ton of farming to get that much just for Relic 9. All right. Let's go back to this thing. All right. It's nothing. 30 white signal data is nothing. All right, let's move on. So, eras will be isolated from the rest of the game. And, let's see, referring to legacy content, when an era ends, all the current era units will become legacy units. Alright, consider new era units for its duration, blah blah blah. This is important distinction for a few reasons. Era units can only be used in era modes. It will not be allowed in legacy modes. Oh, there's something. So we get the new character. Let's say Stormtrooper Luke he's out, we pay money for him. He's here. We have 7 stars on him. He's not actually available to use in GAC though. Okay. I don't agree with that, actually. I kind of dislike that a lot. That'll shift the meta so much in GAC. Sometimes it'll just be like, oh, abruptly here's this whole team. Hey, Bracken, take care, man. Relic mats in the raid store are much easier to get. That's a really big deal for the majority of players. Yeah, I agree with that, Tailspin. Not available in territory battles even. Yeah, not available in anything. I don't really like that, actually. Apparently I read that too quickly. I didn't grasp that before. So we're not going to be able, like, I think the thing I'd really dislike about it is I'll pay for a character. I'll spend $100 to unlock him or whatever it is. And then I'll have to spend, like, I'll have to, it'll be like 3 months till I can actually use him in anything other than arena thing. Every 6 months we'll get a massive shift. I mean, like every 3 months, right? I think. The game is totally bifurcated. Even the Journey Guide unit isn't available right away. Who likes the Monster Mall as the Journey Guide character? I'm not the biggest fan. Okay, so I don't love that. I don't love that these new characters can't interact with the rest of the game. It does like kind of creates two game modes, like two different games almost. Hey, what's up, Gregor? Thanks for that sub on Prime, dude. Really appreciate you. Good lad. Good to see you here. Have they said if the marquee price will remain the same, Screamsoft? I don't know, man. I don't think so. I mean, I don't think they've said it, is all. Kara, you only have Cup Relic 9? Well, that'll be good. He's kind of overpowered at that level, of course. Honestly, it's been a while. You know what we haven't had for a long time? And people are going to roll their eyes at first, but it's been a long time since we got a Han Solo in the game. It's been a really long time. Back when he was released, like, they did release a lot of them all in a row. Like, I'll totally admit that. But it's also it's been years and years since we've had any Han Solos enter the game at all. In fact, I think we'll have more Chewbacca's than Han Solos coming up here. Tell me if this is too loud, guys. Oh, what have I done? No, I don't want that. It's a tad loud. All right, let me turn it down. How's that? Han on Chewie's back next era. All right, we have to hope, man. It's better now. All right. Well, people still use Han as the example of too many versions of a character, and I'm like, I don't know if you can use that example. Like, what was the most recent Han that came out? Was it Veteran Han? I think it was Veteran Han or Captain Han. One of those two. The music's louder than I am. Here, how about that? Is that better? Music's still too loud. Sorry, guys. Han Saxon is coming next. Yeah, he is. the remainder of a great stream, going for some sleep. Fair enough, Swaga player. Fair enough, my friend. How's the music now? So we're not using Spotify, so it's hard for me to regulate the sound. And it doesn't have the volume on the thing that's playing. Let's skip this nonsense. This is all from an old game called Ultima Online I used to play. Han Darkside version. I like the Han on Chewie's back. We need a squad of Chewie with various people on his back. I feel like that is actually a pretty good one. It's stupid. Yeah, but in a good way. Yeah, I mean, Chota, the fact that we have a character called Chota pretty soon is kind of fun to me. Okay, guys, I'm just gonna put a fleet on auto real quick. You guys won't be able to see it. Can we now have a throne room Han with his medal, so we could have a throne room Luke and a throne room Chewie? We need more of them, guys. Yeah, let's have a throne room rebel pilot as well. That way we can have a pilot to actually, you know, pilot a ship. A person that's actually, you know, can pilot a ship. I don't know. Whatever. A squad of walking carpets. There's no medal for Chewie. They should call that Chewie or Chewbacca in parentheses medalless. Okay, we're not getting through this very fast. Let's see. So era things. So the two modes are totally isolated. The isolation is primary to allow players to progress in both the latest content and grow their rosters with legacy content without having to choose where to put their resources. Era Journey Guide will work a little differently than normal Journey Guide events. How many people are gonna, like, how much money will they lose when people are just, like, can't get the new character immediately? That's what, like, currently that's what happens. Like, that's the issue right now is people spend all this money to get the new character right away. Like, what are they gonna do when no one's spending that kind of money? Chewie with red 5 on his back. No, I mean, I think they should make a red 5 with the pilot of Hoda. I do think that should come out at some point. Hermit Yoda did pilot Chewie at Chewie. He apparently did, but he did pilot red 5 at one point, guys. Right? He just was external to the ship. That's all. You spend that money to get more Relic 10 stuff, so you can pump Relic 10s and Relic Delta your opponents to death. Ooh, that's probably true. A throne room Leia that winks at me doesn't do anything else. Maybe that'll be the next character release. That'll be good. All these dungeons. Alright. The dungeon music was not good, guys. Ultima Online was a wonderful game. Their dungeon music sucked. It was total ass. Carbonite Han. Yeah, people have talked about that one. That's been the meme forever. Carbonite Han. I mean, we could easily get Trenchcoat Han as like a lifter to Leia. Like, that would be so easy. And then they could invent something for Galactic Legend Han. Oh, they can do it, man. So, they're changing. Era Journey events will start in week 9 of the era, which is when the 5th Marquee is released. Era Journey Guide units will be available at 4 stars to allow players to use them early during the era. This era journey guide will be structured as followed. So a significant amount of time after the era, the journey guide will become a legacy event. But it will have different requirements as marquees will no longer be era units. I want to see how that looks. It's tough to know. How about Zombie Han? Because he's dead. You know what? Screw you. Screw you, Tommy. Just kidding. But seriously. Yeah, that's probably like the most traumatic Star Wars thing in my all my years of fandom. Is I was playing the Star Wars game that I played right before I started playing Galaxy of Heroes was called Star Wars Uprising, and the guild leader at one point, he was such a toxic asshole. We went to the theater, and someone went, and they got a picture of the lightsaber, just like inside of Han, like that scene from Episode 7, and Han's like, ugh, and like just not feeling good at all, obviously. He's got a freaking lightsaber boiling his insides, and like before any of us could see the movie though, like it was from like some pre-screening viewing thing, I don't know. I was like all excited to see the movie, and he just posted that in like our guild's what did we use back then? Was it Line or something? He just posted it in our chat. I was so mad. I quit. I was so mad. I quit the guild. I was so mad. So angry. So anytime someone talks about Han dying, that still triggers me, man. I'm a triggered man. Chewie with Indiana Jones on his back from that crossover story that happened once. Wait, did they do an Indiana Jones crossover with Star Wars for real? Is that really something that happened? I've never heard of that. Why even 4-LOM? I mean, 4-LOMs are better than 3. We all know that. What's up, Charlie Mike? How you doing, man? Long time no see, dude. Good to see ya, brother. Love to see you here. Dude, super long. Love to see you here. How long is significance, Israel Karen? Yeah, that's a great question, man. I don't know. I don't love it. Maybe I'll put 2 videos out. I'll put one that's 5 reasons to be pissed about this new release, and then another video at the same time that's 5 reasons to love this new release. That sounds about right. 6 and 7 star. It's weird that you can unlock journey guide characters outside of 7 stars. It's just not something that's been done for a long time. Next Galactic Legend is Red 5 Luke. Wouldn't that be a goofy, like, a Galactic Legend? I'm not against having a second Luke as a Galactic Legend, actually. That wouldn't annoy me. It would annoy me if he was wearing his flight suit. He's like, yep, that's me. That's me. I'm Red 5. I'm Red 5, bitches. I would love it, man. I'm Red 5, bitches. That would. He could wear like he could wear his Death Star medal on him. He's at least like got like a glass of gin and tonic, just chilling. He's like winking at you. Bling. Indy is a time traveler now. I haven't watched the most recent like 2 of them. No, I watched the Crystal Skull, and that was a disappointing one. He wasn't time traveling, was he? You've been doing things, Charlie? Really? You haven't just been in stasis? Did someone not put you in carbonite like we suspected? Kidding, man. Glad you're doing stuff. Hope you're doing well, man. Star Wars Tales number 19 had Indiana Jones find the Falcon on Earth, and Han Solo's dead body is inside. I think Chewie survived and was the reason for Bigfoot sightings. Dude, that's epic. Star Wars Tales is epic, or what used to be so epic, actually. That's really funny. I didn't know about that, though. You're done with Luke's and Han's. Bring some Old Republic characters now. No one cares about Old Republic, though. Realistically, I barely care about it. Those games were awesome, but I don't remember them that well. Most people don't. Galactic Legend Orange Jumpsuit Luke with no Red 5 release. But we get Ray 5 for Radis Fleet as a requirement instead. Oh gosh. Wouldn't that be a troll? They release Galactic Legend Red 5 Pilot Luke, and then just never ever release Red 5. Oh my lord, that would... Oh gosh. that would be the ultimate troll. Yeah. Holy balls. Hold on. Alright, era levels. To support our design pillars, we're introducing a new progression system for era units. The system uses new resources instead of legacy gear or relic materials, allowing all players to simultaneously continue their existing farms and chases while building up playing with new units. So, is it just me, or does Luke look real chubby here? He just looks like a fatty. And I say that as a guy who's overweight myself. But, he just looks like, isn't he just a little chubby for a stormtrooper? Do you think that's maybe what Leia really meant when she's like, aren't you a little short for a stormtrooper? Do you think she just meant like, you look like you've been eating, let's see, in the army they called them fatty cakes. That's what they called them. It's Chris from Family Guy. Yeah, it is. With old Ben as the creepy old man. Yeah, and the drill sergeants always used to call him, like, they'd be like, what you doing? You eating fatty cakes? He used to always, that's what they called him, man. Any kind of sweet was called fatty cakes. You choked on your damn chips, on your fatty cakes. He's been eating too many popsicles. It's true. True. It's the size of the stormtrooper he took it from. Yeah, I mean, I would just love it if it was like Stormtrooper Luke parentheses husky size or something. Husky. All right. I would love it, man. All right, so. Oh yeah, they're gonna restrict. We can't even put Zetas on until they get to 7 stars, right? Stormtrooper Luke XL. It's brutal, man. Oh, he has a lead. Do you see that? That's interesting. He's a lead, support, and rebel. This is actually also really funny. He never joined the rebellion. At this point, he had not met a single rebel. Like, at this point in time, when he was wearing Stormtrooper armor, he had not met a rebel. Like, eventually he met Leia, obviously. But like, none of the other characters were rebels at that point. Unless you count R2 and C-3PO, but they're just droids, right? They're not sentient beings or anything. They're not people. Aren't you a little fat to be a stormtrooper? Exactly, Boris. Yes. Stormtrooper Luke. Parentheses, fatty cakes. Absolutely. His friends were rebels? Like who? Like Biggs? Kind of. He didn't. Biggs never recruited him though, really. Husky, aka Porky. Porkins confirm. I would love it, dude. Old Ben might have technically counted. I don't think so. Old Ben was just like, he was doing his like old man creepy like stare at Luke all day thing at that point. Like, Old Ben was not in the rebellion at that point. You don't do any normal upgrades, you only do era levels, says Rokaran. Okay, so let's read this more closely then. Rokaran wants us to stay on point, I think, which I think is probably valid. We've just been meandering all night. I never get it. I'm never productive when you guys are just hanging out because there's so many comments, and I certainly have some level of ADHD in the sense that I just yeah. I get distracted very easily, so new tag, Rebel adjacent. yeah, agreed. That's really funny though. Hey, take care, Tommy. Yeah, we need to move our stuff because we're a day late. We kind of like it that way though. Legend? Whoa, what are you doing, man? Tier 3 for 60 months? I guess it hasn't been for 60 months you've been Tier 3, but all the same, amazing. Thank you so much, man. I wish that it would actually make a big deal of it here, but we're on the wrong... I'm using the wrong template on OBS here. It won't show up and celebrate you as you should be celebrated. So I appreciate you. Thank you so much. All right, let's actually look here. So to support our design pillars, so new progression system for era units. The system uses new resources instead of legacy gear or relic materials, allowing all players to simultaneously continue their existing farms and chases while building up and playing with new units. Okay, so era levels are a linear progression path that unlocks stats or abilities at each stat level. Unit stars is another way to power up your era units and are required to upgrade era levels beyond certain levels. So 4 stars are required at 66 plus, blah, blah, blah. I don't need to spell this out to you. Oh, okay. So if we get up 7 stars, you need to get past level 91. Okay. Players will need a variety of era materials to upgrade a unit's era level. These can be earned from participating in the era through Colosseum, era marquee units, era journey events, and episode track milestones, or purchased from the store. So you can go to the store that you buy things for the rest of the game. It's like game 1 and game 2. But the store, you couldn't provide goods for both games. Stormtrooper Luke, do we get a walking carpet next? You know what, Legend? I don't know if you've read the new stuff, and we're not going to go all the way back, but did you see the new characters they've announced? Check them out, dude. Guys, we gotta make sure Legend's filled in. He is the resident badass on these streams, so we gotta make sure that he's properly filled in. Have you seen this? Bolivar Rodriguez, congratulations on your work. Brazilian greetings. Wow, awesome, man. Good to see you. Fala. Is that how you say it? I don't remember now. It's been a long time. I used to date a girl from Brazil. I've spent several months in Brazil. It's been a long time, though. New Asajj, been waiting. Yeah, dude. We got Harry Asajj. We got IG-90, which is the tank character for Afra. We're getting Yoda and Chewie, which everyone's already calling Choda. We get yeah, Barriss as an Inquisitor. All kinds of stuff, man. Really cool. Yeah, really fun. And then like a new version of Vader as well. Okay, so All right, players will need a variety of era materials to upgrade. Okay, so we'll need. What are era materials? Is that answered? I did read this twice, but I was kind of distracted. Like I was kind of going fast the first time, and then I was pretty distracted the second time. So apparently, I just don't have the full grasp. Era materials to upgrade a unit's era level. Like what are era? Do we know how to earn era materials, or is that like new? These can be earned from participating in the era through all this stuff. So they're like new. It's like just a new gear, kind of. New Vader is sick too. Yeah, man. We discovered that this Vader is the post Kenobi fight Vader, not the post Ahsoka fight Vader from Rebels. Sorry, I know you're a fan of Ahsoka, because I happen to know Legend, but it's not Ashley, Ahsoka's fight with him. Harry Asajj sounds incredibly uncomfortable to my ears. It's my favorite way to refer to her, though. Alright? Okay, so players will need a variety of era materials to upgrade a unit's era level. These can be earned from participating in the era. Yeah, okay. So when era units become legacy units, at the end of the era, their era level will convert into the character level, gear, tier, / relic level, and ability level associated with the era level. Any era materials and era currencies will be converted into legacy materials at the end of an era. The specifics of this new economy are still being finalized. Oh, great. Okay. Great. But here are some examples of how your era units will be converted over. Okay, so if your era level is 65 to level 85, you'll be gear 12, ability level 7. And this is where most players will reach with free-to-play. It doesn't say how many stars will be, though. If you can get to era level 80 to 85, you'll be relic 2. Wait, is that just like a typo? So era level 65 to 85, as opposed to level 80 to 85. Why 85 on both? Like, I don't get it. This just must be a typo. This must be like level 75 or something, right? Payakin says it isn't a range. What? No? Oh, it's not a dash. It's level 65. That means you get to level 85. I get it. I'm stupid. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Or do, but, alright. It could happen to anyone, damn it all. I think he needs to be more clear about that. That confused the hell out of me. Asajj is the only one I'm hard simping, says Carrot. Yeah, I mean, me too. I think she's the one I'm by far the most excited for. The other ones are cool, though, too, honestly. It feels a lot like the Starkiller release. Like, Starkiller came out with a bunch of characters. Like, none of them were characters I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. But, like, all characters that I recognized from various places in the expanded universe, which is the place that I tend to have the most Star Wars nostalgia for. And like they just kept releasing these characters that I recognized and knew about. And they were also just like mix and match characters for a ton of different teams and changed those teams in positive ways. Just a really exciting release. And obviously that was several years ago now, but this feels like that. It's like, yeah, these are all cool characters that'll change their teams substantially. what you thought about earlier about this. Don't worry, we won't. I won't fill people in on that one. Unless they're patrons, then they already know, or they could know. Good Gaming thought it was arranged to. Yeah, it was confusing to me. It was like, what? But yeah, okay. So you get to level 85. So if you get to error level 65, get level 85, gear 12. What's the base? Like, that means you don't get any of the 6 pieces of gear added to them, I guess. Level 80, you get that character to Relic 2, ability 7. And if you get to era level 95, you get your Zeta abilities for free, which I already don't need. Can we use Zetas to... Can we turn them into signal data or something, please? My main account would love it, man. Alright, so now let's look at the first round of changes coming to the game in support of eras, followed by what players can look forward to next year. Colosseum. We have to fight some weird slug dude, I guess. With like... Cool, man. I'm so... I'm sorry, I just... Cool. I'm glad we can just use all these random characters here together. That's awesome, man. That's cool. It's pretty epic, dude. We're re-listening to that soundtrack, guys, because I love it. Okay. Sorry. You're 18 months in light side battle to play player. Light speed bundle to play player. Thanks to you, your channel prevailed. F out. Thanks. Awesome, man. I'm glad you're just destroying people. We're just destroying the game. Whatever, you're doing well. It's awesome to hear. So we'll have all 6 kits together, or CG is gonna hide the kits somehow. Swagger Gameplay says. I think we'll just get all the characters will all be in the game. I would guess that we'll get all the kits together at the same time. It's pretty crazy though that they'll just like that. That is a crazy amount of information, of info dump that they'll just like boom, just vomit on us, just dump on us. Crazy. Colosseum's a new game mode and the first era mode to be added to Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. It's the first era mode. I thought the era battles were the first era mode, but whatever. Maybe they consider that an event, not a mode. Unlocking a player at player level 10, this game mode pits individual players against formidable foes. Bosses will rotate daily, with players attempting to achieve new high scores each day. These high scores will earn rewards in 2 ways. One-time rewards for reaching certain score milestones, and daily leaderboard rewards, competing against other players' high scores for the day. But I don't like the leaderboard thing, especially if... I guess strategy is going to come into it. Like, that's actually... That's like a content creator's thing, right? Like, that's nice as a content creator, because we'll be able to put videos out and be like, hey, here's a good strategy on how to beat this thing. Like, we'll get more clicks from people who are desperate to get more, like, a higher ranking. I guess that's good, but good luck to Arnold on kit reveal videos. Whew. Good luck. Maybe I'll start getting some views on my kit reveal videos. I barely knew him, though, so his are better, I think, actually, for just being honest. Seems like they're taking stuff from Marvel Strike Force book. I don't really know about Marvel Strike Force. I know I did an ad for them a while ago, but I still don't know much about that game at all. They're in the game, but not in the game. Rokaran, they're in the game. It's just a different game. Okay. You get the impression new characters are a new player thing to use, and the real game is little changed by it, other than Relic 10 and Delta, of course. Yeah, Gavin. I mean, I think it's just gonna be like, hey, everything's the same. Everything's the same. Oh my gosh, 6 new characters and a journey guide character. Holy balls! Is kind of what's gonna happen. It's just like, oh my gosh, the game is so different suddenly. Wow. Now, on the other hand, this isn't that much different. I mean, be real with me on this one, guys. Pirates, until Pirate King Hondo was released, Pirates didn't do anything for us, right? Like, it was Pirate King Hondo that made it like, oh wow, Pirates are here. Even though the Pirates had been here for like a quarter year. I mean, it was like that one character who focused their power. And then we got Maz as well. Like, we kind of didn't need, well, we kind of didn't get a new character release for GAC or most of the game modes until we got Pirate King Hondo. Ithana lead was not that fine, Rokaran. Hope you like using them. You'll be doing them. You'll be doing it every day for 3 months. Yeah, but how much time are we going to spend on it, I guess, is the question, Karen. Hopefully not a lot of time. They kind of said that it's not going to take a lot of time. Galactic challenges are the worst, man. You can spend a lot of time on those, actually. Especially if you don't watch a video on how to do it. Coliseum's a new game mode. Blah, blah, blah. These scores will earn rewards in 2 ways. One-time rewards for reaching certain score milestones that reset each era. And daily leaderboard rewards competing against each other's hype. Yeah, okay. The leaderboard is one of the primary places to earn the new Relic 10 materials. More on Relic 10 below. They didn't really give us more on Relic 10, though, did they? So, we have the new currency. I don't know what it looked like. It looks like, you know what it looks like? At least, maybe if we zoom in, it doesn't look like it. It looks like the Eye of Sauron is what it kind of looks like. A golden, it's like a sculpt, like a golden sculpt of the Eye of Sauron. High score sounds like APK bait. It probably is, Prime, to be honest. I've kind of already done this with Windu. That's another good example, Richard. Like, Windu made that team good. The rest, like, Jocasta was out, and it's like, what do we do with her? Like, just wait, I guess. You know? Like, the team wasn't good until we got Windu. So I feel like, on a practical level, these new characters being released one at a time, or like all at once, is not going to change things dramatically. I mean, it's not going to be like this dramatic thing that we're not used to. It's going to be like, hey, this is just kind of how things have been. That's how it'll feel the same way, I think, even if it looks a little different. To support this new leaderboard, players will randomly be assigned to new era shards. Oh yeah, okay. So they're not going to have anything to do with the other shards. Great. And then, well, one thing I chuckled about this, and this is just me being a nitpicky asshole kind of, but they really couldn't get 4 bosses from 4 different locations. Like, they had to use 2 bosses from the same planet. Like, Zepho is, I mean, it's an interesting enough place. It's fine. It's a fine habitat, but that, like, they couldn't come up with, they're like, okay, we got 3 monsters, and then we can't think of a 4th one, so we're just gonna like what's similar to Tomb Guardians? Like, what's in what? Oh yeah, we can do the Jotaz or whatever it is. I mean, whatever. I just think it's funny. Or is it the Dryax? I actually don't know which one is from Jedi Survivor. I don't remember. Let's see. Era challenges. So challenges are another place to use era units in this release. Okay, so era challenges is different from the Coliseum. These will be replacing galactic challenges in an effort to help manage how much time players spend completing their daily tasks. The difficulty tiers are balanced around having era units and squads at certain era levels, and the feats reward those appropriately. These will be available during the weeks between marquee releases, and players will have the full week to complete as much as they can on their own schedule. Okay, that one feels a little ominous. So we're getting rid of galactic challenges and we're getting era challenges instead. And if you don't have the full squad, then you might just be screwed. Okay, I don't know if this one seems a little ominous to me, because at least with the old you won't find someone who likes galactic challenges less than me. I think they're total crap. But at least with galactic challenges, even for a smaller account, sometimes you're like, oh, yeah, I have a good rebel team. Yeah, I can get the full 7-star awesome, like the tier 10 awesome rewards for that. Sure, this time I can. Not usually, but I can get it sometimes. This one seems like, okay, unless I start spending money on this, I'll just never get the highest level of era challenges. It's just like, no, this completion of like the new galactic challenges, completion of the new galactic challenges is actually just how much money you've spent. Counterpoint, clones were good right away. What do you mean? Oh, like the clones for Lord Vader. Sure, bud. They were decent. They weren't nearly as impactful as when we finally had the full team, though. We needed another currency legend? Yeah, dude. We totally did. Are they replacing era battles and I think we're still gonna have era battles. I could be wrong, but I think era battles might still exist, maybe. Or maybe era challenges are the new era battles, and they're just not nearly as rewarding or something. I don't know. This one does make me nervous, actually. Time in game. They want us to spend less time in the game, so they've added 2 new game modes and gotten rid of 1. Thank you for that. And we didn't have to wait another month for the full team. It's fine, but it's not the same. Okay, I mean, I hear what you're saying. To me, I feel like that's the smallest aspect, because we have to wait for 3 months to get a new conquest character. Like we have to wait in this game. Like if you're not good at waiting, this isn't the game for you. Like I just don't think this is going to bother us as a community as much as potentially other stuff. To me, this is one of the things that it's like, sure, I would rather just get the characters immediately, but I think I'll probably, and for the majority of the players, frankly, that they don't care. They don't get to use these new characters anyways. Right? Like they just don't get to use them at all. For like 6 months to a year. You waited 5 years for GL Ahsoka and 7 years for Hondo. It's fair. It's a good beer, guys. It's pretty tasty, I have to admit. I don't drink beer too often. Kara, you don't have Maz or SM33? Oof. My alt doesn't have SM, or doesn't have Maz. I have SM for some reason. You remember when relics weren't a thing and you were still requesting Honda? Fair enough. And now we have 2 Hondas. Alright, so we designed the systems and the scale of eras to something far more manageable. Okay, so with the addition of Coliseum and managing an era roster on top of your existing roster, it's critical that we ensure the time spent in the in-game daily doesn't increase significantly. I feel like if you put a leaderboard out there, like some people are gonna spend an enormous amount of time with the leaderboard. I feel like they have that has to be a thing, right? Like there has to be a way to RNG your way to the top. Just like Fleet Arena. Yeah, I mean, it just seems like they want to ensure that time spent in the game doesn't increase significantly. We design the systems and the scale of eras to something far more manageable. I hope that's the case. I hope that's true. Ooh, you know what's going to be rough, guys? Oh, gosh. Oh, Lord. Okay. All right. Oh, man, that's stressful. I'm sorry. I'm not even saying it. I'm just trying to wrap my head. I just thought of it. And maybe it's not a big deal, as big of a deal as I'm thinking right now, but... So we suddenly get... they're like, hey, good news, the era's over. You get all your new marquee characters to use in the game. You get the new the new legendary character, the Journey Guide character. Congratulations. And you're like, oh, cool. How the hell am I gonna mod 7 characters that are, like, vital to my roster in time? Like, it's a lot of mods. It's a whole shitload of mods all at once. Like, oh, that is stressful to me to think of. That's a lot of modding for for that many characters that are just suddenly dumped in your lap. Here you go. Here's your era stuff. Enjoy modding them. That's why you have Smugglers Run 3. Get your Hondo, guys. Yeah. All right. Touche, Swaga Gaming. Gameplay. Yeah. Oh my gosh. That is a lot of mods to just suddenly have dumped in your lap and required to apply. Gee willikers. All right. Oh gosh, I don't know. That just seems so overwhelming to me right now. I don't know why. Like, it's stressful enough to get a new Conquest unit and be like, okay, I need to have good mods for them right away. Like, just one character, making room for one character, much less 7. Oof. Eras end 3 hours before GAC lock. Says Karen. Hope you can mod 7 units at lunch. Oh gosh. Oh my lord. Oh, that is awful. All right. The reason for no PvP era content was mods, so I think era units can still use mods as they come out. I hope you're right, Cal. I would be fine with using some of my extra mods on the era battle characters and then like slowly modding them on like, I would be fine with that. It's like, well, all right, those mods are just forfeit, I guess, until those characters come out. But then when they come out, they're actually modded. If we can't mod them, ooh, it's just rough, man. It's just it's crazy, dude. You're wondering why Siege is giving all those credits with every new assault battle for modding purposes. I mean, I don't think that's enough. I don't think that modding is enough we just have so many credits, dude. It's fine. I don't mind having 1 million credits. Or more like 1 billion. I don't mind having a literal billion credits. I just feel like I'm wasting them somehow. Eventually I will be, actually. Once you get to like a little over 2 billion, they just you cap out. You don't continue to accumulate them. Alright, so a new type of event is Era Challenges, which replaces Galactic Challenges every other week. Players have 7 days to complete era challenges and use their newly powered up era squads. This should make era challenges less time intensive than galactic challenges overall. I just want to see this, guys. This is so hard for me to visualize. I need to see it. Like, use words. That's like, describe it as well as you can. I appreciate the info, but it's very challenging for me to visualize. Lastly, we wanted to reduce some time spent in conquest and territory battles. For players who are over-invested in the squads needed for the zone, Relic Delta will make those battles faster and need less micromanaging during the encounters. I mean, I've said from the start, I think the Relic Delta will help with PvE. Whatever impact, potentially negative impact it has in PvP. I'm very curious to see what this actually, like, this is a very, like, oh, we'll explain away your problems with one statement. Like, I don't know. I don't know if I believe this or not. I guess we'll see. Being forced to instantly mod 7 characters feels like CG telling us to slow down and not play as hard. Why would I play in a way that is... I just want to play hard. That's all I want to do, man. That's what I want to do. If I can't play hard, then what's the damn point? Egnard said it won't affect Relic 7 and up days, really. Won't make it that much faster. Won't make what much faster? Oh, you're saying like it won't make top end players conquest and territory battles better? I don't know how he knows that. I mean, I know he was on the testing group, but we weren't testing conquest for them. That wasn't a thing we tested. I mean, he could very well be right, but that is speculation on his end. That's not. He's not just speaking from like he knows for sure. For what it's worth. No shade on Egnards. I just don't go assuming that he knows just because he was on the playtest team, because that's not what we tested, really. We didn't test Conquest for them with Relic Delta. Alright, in the future, they'll continue to examine which modes are supplanted. Gosh, this song is really loud, guys. Is that an oboe in there? Is that what's really loud? Do you think Arnold will 7-star all of them immediately? Well, so Legend, I think as we get these new characters, the spenders will have them like to the point where they are going to immediately be 7 stars right away. Like, we'll buy the characters and they just won't. They'll be in like a separate separate game mode from everything else. So like there'll be like the legacy game that we all know and love, that we're all used to playing, and then there will be the era game mode, which they'll be side by side, and every once in a while the era game mode will just dump all of the era stuff into the legacy. It'll just be like and then reset. And so whatever you've done in the legacy game mode will impact the final legacy level of the characters that we have. Yeah, like a totally separate roster, basically. Like one really smaller roster right next to your normal roster. You buy era levels, it seems, not characters, because whales have to go from 65 to 95. Yeah, I mean, sure. I don't know what it'll look like. Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna what like the monetization of it is a big question mark to me. It makes me feel a little nervous. But we'll have to see. In the future, they'll continue to examine modes that should be supplanted by the era system. And which ones are the important drivers of your legacy roster that should stay front and center? We are also scrutinizing which areas of the game are not only time intensive but become repetitive once mastered. like all of them except for GAC and TW. Because humans are actually making things change over time. This is a space we're continuing to examine, blah blah blah. Alright. They do monitor it. People say they don't, but they do. Yeah. Yeah, this is so crazy. Let's see. Hey, 50 people on YouTube right now. Would you guys mind hitting the like button? I would really appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. All right, Cantina. I like that they're going to modernize how it looks. I like that. Look, I mean, I don't play the game for the art, but if the art was like just really horrific, I also wouldn't play it. And it is nice to have nice animations, right? Like, that is a thing we notice. Here's like an interesting thing about content creation. I've probably said it before, but like the number one thing, and this is why I've been like trying all these new sound things lately, because my mic situation hasn't been the best, is the number one metric for people returning to watch content or listen to content, whatever, like the number one thing isn't that the content isn't like good or interesting. The number one component is how good the sound quality is. And I think on a similar level, like the visual quality does play a pretty big part, even if our conscious brains don't necessarily acknowledge it or register it. Like having them update the Cantina a little bit, it's nice. I like that. That's good. Let's see. Well, our art team is hard at work preparing larger changes. Yeah, so they're going to put the Coliseum in the front. It's cool. I like that. I like that they have the Coliseum and Chubby Luke right next to each other. That's good. Let's see. To facilitate this, we've condensed light side and dark side tables into Cantina battles. Renamed it Campaigns table. Yeah, I mean they could have done that a long time ago. I didn't mind it being front and center, but it's like, I mean, what do you even? I mean, when you look at the Cantina right now, when you log in here, look for a sec. Oh, sorry, it's all zoomed in. Like the light side and dark side battles have been mastered for so long. Like, I mean, who cares? Who cares about this? Like, this is the oldest news in the game. This is nothing. This is nothing to any of us, really, who have played the game for like a year or two. But it's been front and center forever. Like, having things that remind us of like the current events happening, I think is a huge win. In my opinion, it's a big win. All right, let's continue. We're getting there, guys. We have long wanted to... I appreciate you guys going through this with me because, honestly, if I just made a reaction video with only reading it like the 1.5 times I had read it, I would have got a totally different perspective on what actually is happening. Like, going through this like piece by piece has been useful for me, at least. We have long wanted to spice up the Cantina with new characters, story elements. I've wanted them to continue the story elements forever, guys. Like that stupid-ass hut. I love that they're going to change that. That's really cool. Tie-ins to current events within Galaxy of Heroes and more. While our art team is hard at work preparing, blah, 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 they're changing this. We will be continuing to work. The work to modernize our Cantina in an update. Well, yeah, so story elements, tie-ins to current events, and more. Yeah, I love that. We'll continue to modernize it, easily navigate at home screen, informs you of our most relevant information to you and what's exciting. To me, I've always wondered why they wouldn't just do this in the first place. That like the biggest problem I see, what's the game like for people who just like kind of play it isolated and they don't go to any forums, they don't go to any discords, they're kind of in a guild that doesn't require them to do anything. Like, what's their experience like, I wonder? I would just like to know. Cause like we get the cutting edge information sometimes from CG, but most people don't really. I don't know. It's just something I think about sometimes. Okay, future seasonal content. Oftentimes, players will be building 2 or even 3 squads out of the marquee and journey guide units they unlock during an era. And we want to support player agency in developing those squads. Early next year, they're going to release a thing called loaned units, a system where players will temporarily be granted a variety of additional era units based on legacy units for use in era modes. Temporarily be granted a variety of additional era units based on... Okay. Loaned units will not require direct investment to increase their power, and they will go away at the end of the era. Until then, we're utilizing summoned units within Colosseum to provide a better and more well-rounded combat experience. Okay. We recognize that there are players who want to duke it out in direct PvP rather than fight big bosses. That's sometimes true, at least, depending on the mode, how they design it. With that in mind, we want to bring a PvP mode to eras in the future. For this to be the compelling PvP experience we want it to be, it needs to be supported by loaned units and a system for stat differentiation. However, for era PvP, mods can be complicated and they introduce a wide variance in player experience, while the system provides interesting texture to legacy content and long game progression. It is not conducive to seasonal content. I must have skipped this paragraph before, because yeah, this is the part that it says we're not getting mods. Seasonal content where all players start from the same place each era. With all that said, any era PvP will be introduced alongside a new system for stat differentiation among era units that will allow era PvP to be an intriguing competitive landscape for players to deeply engage with. More on the next era features as we get closer to their releases. So the next release is going to be a PvP version of it, it sounds like. We should note that this is not the end of legacy content, as the era system works in conjunction with new events and modes that are outside of eras. We have many plans to release more features like content like raids, territory battle planets, and units in the future. No mention of TW, I notice, or GAC. You got the last Zeta, Karen? It's cool, man. Pretty soon you won't have to apply Zetas. You'll just get era level 95 and you'll be good. You don't have to apply Zetas. Zetas for 6 to 7 units at once will be rough too, says Raquel. I mean, kind of. Unless you're a spender, then you'll just have your Zetas automatically applied and you'll just need Omicrons for them. Era Datacrons instead of mods. Please don't say that. Things like that, Duru. That's hurtful. Legacy changes. Alongside the new era content, we have a number. So guys, after we're done looking at all of these, let's watch the new ad with the context of reading all of this. So along the new era content, we have a number of changes coming to the rest of the game. Let's take a high-level look at what those are. Marquee cadence. Yeah, so players will be granted all the marquee units from an era the first time they log in during that era. These units will not be accessible for upgrades or battle use until their individual marquee event starts, but they will exist in your roster. This way, all players will have access to the same marquee units at the same time, even if a particular marquee unit is missed during an era. You'll still want to play the marquee while it is active to earn more shards for your era units, though. It also helps players jump straight into era content. So you play the Marquee while it's active to earn more shards for the era units. Okay, the other notable change to Marquee units is when they transition to shipments, nodes, and accelerated status. Marquee characters' shards will be available in shipments approximately the second week after their release era ends and they become legacy characters. Marquee characters' shards will be farmable on a node approximately 13 weeks after their Marquee event. So they're going to be farmable. It's going to take longer to, for them to be available to farm. It's going to take longer, it sounds like, than usual. Which is kind of a necessary component for them doing all this stuff, frankly. The ad is quite cool, in your opinion, Rokaren said. Yeah, I agree. I really liked it. You gotta be a Chadra fan. That's me, man. I'm a Chadra fan. For sure. Let's see. Marquee characters. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Their shards will become accelerated around a year after. Yeah, okay. This is when Marquee units are eligible for light speed tokens as a change. Okay. Relic economy changes. Oh yeah, this is the one that we're all just question marking. As a part of this major Eras update, there will be a number of changes to Relic economy. Eras create a path for players to reach higher blah blah blah. That's what relics are. Great. There are 3 ways they're improving relic experience for players. They're reducing the pinch of gear and relic materials, increasing the inflow of relic resources to the majority of players, improve access to relics. So what are they doing? Reduce the pinch of gear and relic materials. The first way they're reducing the relic pressure is through the changes to eras. Eras significantly change how players interact with legacy unit progression, as era levels provide a head start on new units when they convert at the end of an era. This reduces the amount of gear needed for new units and instead can be used at the scavenger to obtain the relic materials you need. Okay, this reduces the amount of gear needed for new units and instead can be used at the scavenger to obtain. Yeah, so the era levels provide a head start. So like era levels are like a resource kind of. Let's see, outside the newest units, era rewards will also impact many older journeys. Light speed tokens are rewarded from engaging or investing in the era and can be used on legacy units to accelerate access to squads and journey guide events. Again, this reduces the amount of gear you need to get journey guide requirements up to speed. So light speed tokens are rewarded from engaging or investing in the era and can be used on legacy units. Allows the paid path to skip gear and relics is eBay. I mean, that's already what we do. If you're paying for these characters now, almost always it's just pretty easy. Pretty easy to do. Pretty easy to get them. To gear 13 or whatever. I mean, maybe other people's experiences are different. You're right though. I mean, free to play is still going to have to be working on these things. On the other hand, we don't have to worry about Gear 12 stuff for the most part, it sounds like. Our goal is for eras to be an efficient way to acquire journey guide units and power up your roster. Okay. Additionally, to alleviate some pressure on relic materials for Relic 9, we are removing fragmented signal data, Chromium Translator, and Erodium Heatsink for the level. Okay, let's look real quick. So it's only one signal data? Let me see. What signal data is it? Fragmented signal data. Which one is that? Is it this one? Flawed. Is this fragmented? That's fragmented. Okay. And we don't need chromium transistor or rhodium heatsink for Relic 9 recipe. Okay. Okay, so they're just removing this one. For some reason, I thought they were removing this one. That's it. That's disappointing. I thought it was more than that. All right. Well, I guess I'll go cry. I mean, chromium transistors and rhodium heat sinks aren't that huge of an issue for a lot of people. So the Relic 9 recipe isn't as good. I mean, it's a little bit better. It's not as amazing as I thought it was. It is still actually a decent amount of time saved from the fragmented single. Like how much of those do we need? Because it's still more than a day's worth of farming those. Like here, let me just look. What's the all right, Quigold. Want to get him up to Relic, whatever. What do we need? So 30 of these. I mean that's like a day's worth, I guess. It's not that much. That's not as much as I thought it was. It's a bummer. It's still nice, I guess, but all right. All these changes combined allow you to use less gear for upgrading units and save gear for Scavenger to get the relics you want faster. Alright, relic material inflow. So they're going to reduce the number of pieces you need for gear, which is true. Like, we'll just need way less gear like to get these guys from 1 to 12. It's important to get more relic materials into players' inventories, so we'll get those in Galactic Challenge salvage boxes on the free episode track milestones. I really want to see what this looks like, guys. They're not being specific on how much we're getting of this, but we are getting a lot of more of these, it sounds like. Yeah, it's true, Rokaran. Over time, it might be really helpful. It's hard for me to visualize, as always. On top of that, we're updating episode shipments to include items like signal data, so players can use their extra episode currency to also boost their relic farms. Cool. Gosh, I'm gonna have to make so many videos with this new economy. Oh my lord, there's gonna be a lot of things to figure out. Holy balls. I'm kind of excited about it. I'm also considering scrapping my alts and starting a new account with all of this. This is kind of the thing I've been waiting for. Improved access to relics. So we can make arrow magnifiers and droid brains now. I like that. They haven't given us any more info on what Relic 10 actually does, though. For what, like, I wish they would. New relic data, signal data recipe, corrupted signal data. So we can actually just turn other signal data into corrupted signal data, which is nice. Oh, corrupted, that's the new one? We don't have corrupted yet, right? It's incomplete, flawed, or the one that we were just looking at, fragmented. So corrupted is the next one. Raid shipments are being updated. Oh yeah, so we can actually spend Mark II on Electrium and Zinbittles, which is nice. Nice change. Carbonite circuit board, all this stuff. Oh, we can use Mark I to get bronzium wiring. I hope they actually make bronzium wiring worthwhile. I have to do the math. Did you guys do the math yet? Is it actually any good? So you want 5 bronzium wirings. It costs 200 raid currency. Mark I raid currency. So if you want 25 of them, it costs 1,000. It's a little better than it was, for sure. Significantly better. I don't know if it's good still. You don't need bronzium wirings. Well, right now they're a fantastic, like they're a horrific level of investment right now. Like, if you look at... Dude. You're embarrassing me in front of the wizards. Okay. Where is it? Yeah, it's here. Bronzium wiring. Right now, if you want 3 of them, you have to spend... This is Mark II currency. Like, 3 of them costs... Like, just the stupidest number. Like, it only exists to... I don't know. They just... It's like... Just the dumbest level of investment. Like, who would ever... No one should ever spend on this. This is like... Hey, we added this so sometimes people will misclick and waste resources. Is the only reason they would ever... Like, they didn't actually think this was going to be useful. The only reason they put that in there was to trick stupid people into bad decisions. Usually buy stun guns and salvage them for bronziums. Nice. Alright. Make these relic materials easier and cheaper to buy. I think they accomplished that. Like a 1,000 Mark I currency in exchange for 25 bronzium. I mean... It's kind of expensive for newer, for smaller accounts, but still, like, smaller accounts just desperately need all those carbonites and stuff. But I guess if you're free to play, you just don't need the Mark I anymore. Not, at least you won't need them as much anymore. Interesting. That seems like a win to me, actually. That's actually a good thing. Let's see. Updated rarity requirements. The number of stars required for certain relic amplifier levels has been reduced as well. Relic 4. Let's see, the number of stars required. Okay. Oh, they just switched it by 1. So now you can get Relic 5 at 6 stars. I don't really know how that's going to shift things. I mean, it's more player friendly. It's a good change, even if it might not move the needle too much. While we lift the floor of relics for many players, we also want to raise the ceiling for the introduction of Relic 10. Earned from era shipments. So just era shipments. And that is, oh, it's different. It's not, episode shipments is what the current store is called. I don't know if it sounds like we're getting a new store as well. Woo! Yay! Relic 10 materials will be the most valuable for players competing at the high end of GAC and TW. While new units and content are exciting for our most veteran players, the competition at the top end of our PvP modes is what drives the excitement for many of our top players. Increasing the accessibility of Relic 9 means players should feel more comfortable with pushing their competitive squads to higher relics. This is some major context for why Relic Delta is important and how the access to relics is becoming easier. Speaking of which, Relic Delta, let's really just move past this. Just beyond, hey look, they finalized the numbers that we kind of knew were coming. I mean, I see this as a pretty big win. Honestly, guys, this seems pretty good. As far as, you know, as far as you can go. It's going to add another wrinkle to GAC, though. Sometimes it's like, well, sometimes I can use my Relic 7 team, and sometimes I just can't really. Let's see. This is critical, but difficult change to make. We don't need to hear about all their stuff. We've over-discussed Relic Delta, frankly. Scrolling the stores is the real game, says Rokaran. Yeah, it is. It's the fun part of this game. You feel like CG always knew that would be the end. I think there was real work being done on their end as well as on the playtesters' end. I can attest to that. There was real actual work going on. They probably had a rough approximation of where they thought it would be, though. I mean, I genuinely think that the testing was helpful to them. and that they made changes based off of that testing. I also just think that yeah, it's it's whatever, man. It's fine. We're fine. We're all fine here. Thank you. How are you? Yeah. Let's move on. Episode track updates. I am exhausted from reading this, guys. Honestly, this release also contains a number of changes to the episode track. With the release of era levels, a variety of era materials will be added to the episode track. The Pass and the Pass Plus will contain even more era materials to accelerate your marquee upgrades and help you climb the Coliseum leaderboards. Relic 1 to 5 materials and the first 3 tiers of signal data will replace gear on the free episode track milestones. This adds more value to the episode track, the Pass, and the Pass Plus, while the price will stay the same. So it adds more value to the episode track and the Pass Plus. I wonder if maybe the Pass Plus will end up being really worthwhile for spenders. Right now it's just total, just dog shit. It's just like, do you want to spend $20 extra for no reason? Sure. Yeah. That's cool. Thank you. Thank you for doing that. You need a 10-minute summary? Yeah, I need to make one. I'll be making some kind of video tonight for sure. Galactic Challenge episode points migration. With this release, we are discontinuing Galactic Challenges. Yay! In their current form and adapting the GC system. Galactic Challenge system. They're adapting the GC system to create new era challenges as detailed above. And so we just have era challenges now. It's not GC, it's EC. We'll see. I hope it's better. Let's see. I'm not convinced that this is actually going to be a positive for us. It just kind of sounds like if you haven't spent money, then we don't want to reward you for galactic challenges, is what it kind of sounds like to me. We need a DoorDash bot for all these stores. You know what, Gavins? If Hot Utils could get on and every time go and buy data cash for me, just every shipment, you just then go in and just spend my signal data to buy data cash every single shipment, every single refresh, I'd be okay with that. I'd be good with that. That sounds nice. That sounds like a nice feature. With this release, we are discontinuing Galactic Challenge. Oh yeah, I'm not convinced that that's going to help us. Specific point changes to episode quests are as follows. Free episode quests, award something. I mean, these numbers don't do us, without context, just weird numbers. I'm really not going to look at them that much. There's also a new daily quest for playing the Coliseum, making 8 total. Individual daily quest rewards have changed. Cool. Completing all daily quest rewards, 1,600 instead of 1,500. Ooh, daily quests give 300, reduced from 350. No. Alright, let's see. Future Lightspeed tokens. We'll have tiers, bit of better match. Alright, here's about Lightspeed tokens. Anniversary era. Holy balls. Okay, so now we're going to get new characters. Homeless character. I love that they're doing this. Stormtrooper Luke. He's going to be with Stormtrooper Han, Princess Leia, part of a real rebel squad, along with R2-D2 and Old Ben. Prior to unlocking Leia Organa. I mean, they're not wrong. Like, early game, R2-D2, you unlock R2-D2, and then he kind of just, like, you get CLS, the CLS team, and R2-D2 doesn't have a home at all until you either unlock Rey, which he leaves Rey pretty soon anyways. You do either Rey or Leia, and of course his long-term home is Leia, but before that R2-D2 is just like, what I'm just gonna sit here. I'm literally a trash can. IG-90, it's good for Afra. Let's see, Chota. Take Clone Wars Chewie, add 1 Jedi Master, and bake into a powerful addition to Tarful's Wookiee squad. I'm really excited for this. I'm curious to see if CLS will die from this, because we might have to start adding Chewpio, and we'll have Chota and Chewpio, and Chewbacca, and Vandor Chewbacca with Tarful. That'll be the team. Maybe we'll have Zelbar in there. Zelbar can be there hopefully instead of Chewie or Chewpio. A new pet squad, yay! Yeah, a new pet squad. We finally get to use a pet squad again. Yeah, I think it's gonna kill the CLS team if this Wookiee team becomes really good. But still fine. Asajj Ventures Dark Disciple. That's the name of the book that they wrote with Asajj, where she falls in love with not Dryden Voss. The other Voss guy. I forget his name now. The Jedi. The wild Jedi dude. Quinlan Voss. There we go. Yeah, Quinlan Voss. See, I got Voss right at least. So that'll be cool. And much like the Scion whose squad she'll join, she'll be with Scion of Jango. Really? Really? You're gonna add Harry Asajj and add her, sorry, to Scion of Jango. I missed that. That's so I hate that character. That's the dumbest character. Inquisitor Barris says, as Barris Offee falls from grace, she will be part of a strong Inquisitoria squad in 3v3. I gotta believe it. They're like on the brink of being decent. Or maybe she'll just be like better than Seventh Sister or something. As well as a potential unaligned Force user, Force Seer, to take under her wing. Alright. Darth Vader of Jules, and, oh, yep, an Elite Marquis joins his new master. Okay, Elite Marquis, that's like, I mean, back in the day, that was like Jango Fett. He was, like, really good back when he was added. And then also, the Great Mothers, are another example of an Elite Marquis. Cool. Okay, you guys said that. I just missed the Elite Marquis thing earlier. That's awesome. Would kill for more Old Republic over most of this new stuff. Yeah, I mean, sure. This stuff is cool to me. I think this is good. This is good. This version of Maul is not what I'm interested in at all. He's just a psycho dude. He's literally he is insane. Like, I just recently watched these episodes. Like, he's a psycho. But it's not in an interesting way either. It's like, okay, I don't want to watch this anymore. This is just kind of dumb, actually. I don't like this. Only one I'm not overly excited about is Dad Bod Luke. Yeah, Dad Bod Luke for sure. I don't care about the rest of them. Rest of them are interesting, and honestly, Stormtrooper. I'll hold off on Luke. Like, that's not a character I ever asked for, but maybe he'll end up being really awesome for new players, and if it makes new player experience better, then awesome, man. I don't mind that. Anniversary Era Journey. Maul hate fuel. Rebuilding his broken body from scrap metal and pure rage. It's so questionable. How the hell did he get from Naboo to that weird scrap planet? I would like to know. They never answered that. I was paying close attention. They really never answered that, though. Somehow Maul returned. Just like Palpatine, really. That's all you have to think of. Let's see. We get Anniversary Era Coliseum bosses. Hey, look. The Jotaz and the Zepho Tomb Guardians are both from Zepho. Let's see, the quest celebration. Okay, so we're gonna do all these quests. So we don't have to look at this too closely, but I do like that they'll give us a Lightspeed token for Sabine and Hera. Oh, but those are like the old school version. For some reason, I thought these were the new ones. I was like, oh, that's badass. But it's not. It's just the old crappy ones. I mean, they're fine, but... And honestly, they're kind of hard to farm because they're on hard nodes and stuff. You think Maul has a nice sister tag? I don't think so. I think... You know what they were saying? Actually, we kind of skipped past it too much, but they want him to go on the Strangers team. They want this new Strangers team to just be the most badass. So that's the one that they hinted at before when they're like, oh, and perhaps another character, a redacted, will join them as well. Like, this is the Darkseid Ufu that they were hinting at. That this is the one. Tony Stark rebuilt Maul in a cave with a box of scraps. Yeah, he did. That's Tony Stark's fault. But yeah, they get, like, Captain Rex Lightspeed token is pretty nice. Then just a random Rebel Lightspeed token's kind of nice. Palpatine Lightspeed token. I'd like to know, like, which, like, what do they do? Like, what level of Lightspeed tokens are we talking about? Jedi Knight Anakin, Ahsoka Tano Snips. I like that they're handing out, they're just giving a ton of Zeta mats, which early game, that's the crunch. That's like, out of everything, the Zeta crunch is just so implacably awful. Just, oh my lord. It's so bad. There are so many Zetas you have to apply, and it takes a while to get them. You don't notice it when you're, like, at the end game and you just have a pile of 700 of them, but early game, Zeta crunch is so bad. It's just so awful. Blazing Storm, I like how Starkiller's team is completely mishmash too. It is cool. I'm a little sad. They're kind of like prescribing. They're like, no, okay, Starkiller has to go with these two guys. And then you can choose the other two. Before it was like, yeah, just total mishmash. And you can still do that. It's just not going to be the best version. Legend, the Zeta Crunch is still bad for you. Yeah, I mean, even on my alt that's been around for years at this point, Zeta Crunch is still horrific. It's really bad still. I'm like, I can't believe I don't have Zetas for some of these characters that I've had and use all the time. It's madness. I feel like guilty placing them. So it's good they're giving a little bit more Zeta mat, a few more Zeta mats. Let's see, Kelleran back, Jedi, Lightspeed Tongue. So they're giving all this stuff during these events. I really like this. I think it's cool. Quest. I don't know how hard the quest chains are going to be, but this is cool for a new player. This is probably the thing that's going to get me off my ass and start a new account. Honestly, guys, probably going to do that. Let's see, Pillars of Seasonality. Seasonal play is forever. Do we really have to read all this, guys? This is just like this is just a why they're doing it. We really don't. I'm not gonna read all this. I don't care, dude. Relic 10 materials are for veteran players. It's fine. I feel like that's fine, right, guys? That's fine. Relic 10 doesn't have to be for everyone. I don't want to be forced to use Relic 10 for all the game modes. Like, just have it be for GAC-ish. Like, it'll help other game modes, but like it'll be, you know, way better in the PvP stuff. Stormlord with the first time chat. Awesome, man. Welcome to the stream. Early game, I'm at 12.5 million GP and still have a horrible Zeta crunch. Yeah, I say early game, but yeah, like my 11.5 or 11.7, whatever it is, alt is still super crunched for Zetas. I agree, man. I agree. Gotta make a new Baby Whale account. I'm barely gonna spend any money on if I make a new account, I might do some Lightspeed bundles. I'm not sure, but yeah, I really can't. I can't do too much. Not too crazy. See if an account can grow with spending enough to do well in every era, plus buy hyperdrive and key Lightspeed battles. I mean, Lightspeed bundles. I would actually consider spending, like, instead of spending on my main, like spending on an alt early game and just see how like doing like the quasi whaling that I'm currently doing. I'm spending like what, $250 on my main account per month, something like that. If I did that on a new account, just for era stuff, how that would impact things. I can't do it for 2 accounts though. I could do it for 1 maybe. The era currency gives players agency over their rewards. Cool. Ugh. That was so much. $250. Yeah, I spent about $250 because I buy the on my main account. Let's see, what do I buy? I buy the 2 new characters. They're $100 each, and then I buy the $20 pass, the $10 conquest pass, and then usually about $20 worth of stuff of like the Ascension packs for Conquest. That's what I spend on my main account. It's nothing too crazy. Honestly, as a content creator, that's it's good enough, man. I mean, it genuinely used to be $300 for 1 new character. That's genuinely what it used to be. It used to be so awful, and now getting new characters, yes, there's more new characters, so it's a little diluted in value, but for $100 and you get the full new character, I mean, all the way to 7 stars, and you get, on top of that, it's not just you get the character shards like you used to, you also get a huge amount of stuff to make them good. So now I don't have to spend money on like Omicrons. Like, that's not a question mark for me. Like, that covers all extra Omicrons. I can buy whatever Omicrons I want with the stuff that I earn from the current. And now that they'll change it now, it sounds like the economy's going to change. But right now, for $250 per month, as a content creator having access to all the new stuff, I think that's, that's at least somewhat reasonable. I wouldn't say it's reasonable for everyone who plays this game, certainly. You can never justify that to play a mobile game, E-Ray. No, I hear you, dude. I totally hear you on that. It's just a different situation, I guess. Like, playing a full game is great and all. I hear you. I just I don't have any use for full games. This is the only game I play at all ever. This is the only one I play. I play the tabletop game Warhammer 40K. That's pretty different. Just have other hobbies. I mean, and if I had no money to do any of, like, I would have to stop, right? Like, it's not something that is currently financially crippling to me, so it's all right. Inflation is tightening things up, says Darth Pay. Yeah, I mean, I agree with you on that. Honestly, we took a good look at our finances, and I'm gonna have to start making more money here pretty dang soon. So, if anyone is interested in coaching, by the way, in GAC, I've already coached 2 people to get to Kyber 1. Just hit me up, guys. We can do this. we can do it, especially through all this nonsense. But otherwise, otherwise, yeah, we're this looks like an interesting. I'm curious to see. I have a feeling they're gonna make it more expensive to get the new characters. Like right now, it's like $100 per character ish, give or take. I'm guessing it'll end up being more than that pretty soon. I don't know. I hope I'm wrong. Can you coach you into an Erodium fight? Yeah, dude. I can get you into the top 8, Rokaran. Easy. Just sign up for a full year of my $65 level Patreon, and I promise that we'll consider have you contemplating trying to get there. Fatal reading is that the Marquis system and its costs won't change at all. Yeah, it's very well possible. I don't know how we can tell though, frankly. Like I'm curious, like you need a popsicle, Captain Relic Delta. You changed your YouTube name to Relic Delta. Nice. I don't know how Fatal can know that though. Because we're not buying shards of new characters, right? Like that's not the thing. We're not buying new shards of character. Like we're buying, we would buy era levels somehow. You'll buy shards in the assumption. Also, but to get your characters up to like their level 65 or whatever, like how are we getting there? How are we getting up to those levels, I guess, is the question. Like, we're buying the shards specifically in the Marquis event. Need stars to reach it. Yeah, I guess you're right. If you still need stars to reach it. Yeah, I mean, if that's the case, then sure. I could see that, I guess. Yeah, so Blazing Storm, you gave the wiki answer for how he was dumped. His shattered body was dumped on the junkyard world of Lotho Minor. I just wanted who dumped him there? Who dumped Maul there? Why, if he's just like if he's like corpse looking, why didn't they take him either to a hospital or to like a hole in the ground to die, to be dead? Like, what? I imagine things are a little different for people in the Star Wars universe, but I can't imagine that your first response on seeing, like, a corpse, like someone chopped in half by a lightsaber, is like, hey, I think I'm just gonna take this corpse and dump it on, like, a really dangerous, unregulated planet for no reason. Like, it doesn't seem like that makes any sense at all. Who would do that? I want to know. Who on Naboo would do that? And don't say Palpatine, because he thought Maul was dead. He doesn't know about it. Well, legend did say Palpatine. I don't think Palpatine knew about it. I don't think he knew that he was there. Oberyn, you're more concerned about in-game time. Yeah, I think you're right to be concerned about that. Just because they say that they want us to spend... They don't even say they want us to spend less time here. Which they have in the past said they want us to spend less time than we're spending right now. They just said they don't want us to spend significantly more time. But they're just adding a new game mode. And honestly, I thought that the Coliseum was replacing Galactic Challenges. Sounds like we're having a Galactic Challenge and a new game mode. Anyways, like they're replacing galactic challenges with the same thing, just you can't use old characters, you can only use new ones. Plus, you can also spend then you also have to do the Coliseum. I'm concerned about how much time we're going to spend in game, for sure. They also saved our time by cutting territory battles down to 2 waves. Yeah, I was skeptical of that from the very beginning. It is worried you'll end up in Coliseum Shards with Zareth, Jesus, Fatal, and the ghost of Stephen Hawking. Can the ghost of Stephen Hawking actually, like, hold a phone competently and play? Just asking, just curious how good he would be at mobile gaming. Or are you just worried about the karma of deleting him? You're like, yeah, suck on this, Stephen Hawking's ghost. And the karma machine is just like, you know what? Screw you. Screw you, dude. I'm going to have OKC lose all the rest of their games this season because of what you just did. They should move the crystals there and cancel Fleet Arena. Ooh, maybe. Maybe. Yeah, Fleet Arena would be a nice one to get rid of. That would be nice. Maul survived because of his ties to the dark side and to the Night Sisters, according to Reddit. But the Night Sisters didn't know about it either. Like, I want to know the name of the person who moved him. That's what I want to know. Then we can figure out their motive. There's no motive. There's no, like, he's just, sure, he's still alive, but he's cut in half. Like, your first response is to dump him on a junk planet. Like, that's not what, that there had to be someone who was looking for him, and the Night Sisters didn't know about him. Palpatine didn't know about him. No one knew about him. It was a total shock to everyone that he was still alive and doing anything. Any of the Night Sisters, any of the Sith, no one knew about Maul. Someone knew about him. Someone dumped him there, but we don't know who dumped him there. I mean, I'm fine with Maul being back, and I don't really need a big explanation. I don't actually need one. I don't know. Look, the last thing that I cared about was the unlikeliness of Palpatine being revived. I didn't care about how he magically came back. That it doesn't matter to me. Though it is problematic because now, why can't he just come back again later? At a different date. But beyond that, I don't care about that. I cared about how it was kind of just weird and lazy that they did that, and then made Rey a Palpatine for, like, there's a ton of reasons. The how of how Palpatine came back, I don't care. Same with Maul. I would be curious to know. They don't have a good way of explaining it. It's just weird. Somehow Maulpatine returned. Yeah, man. Naboo is sending their trash to another planet. Naboo is just outsourcing their trash problem. I like that. Naboo's just like, look, we're kind of like Earth. We have too much trash. We can't just, like, jettison it into space because there's some Republic law or other just, like, forbids it. They're monitoring us. So instead, they're just like, yeah, we'll send all of our trash to Otho Major or Minor or whatever. How do you think Naboo looked so clean? All right, I can get behind this. I like the outsourcing trash theory. I mean, it was already enough that he was alive. I don't really care how, but I don't know. It is funny to think. Yeah, I'm good with that. some janitor he's just like sweeping or he's like scooping things with his shovel. He just sees Maul and he's like, yeah, he looks kind of trashy. Just like throws him in there. He's like, I don't want to. It's like the number of times dead corpses have been found at the bottom of this place. Like I'm so sick of writing reports. Let's just. This one's already disposed of. He's cut in half. Let's just throw him in the trash. It's just some janitor who saved him. The pores can deal with this one. I like it. It's kind of messed up, but I like it. Oh, whoops. All right, guys. Well, tell you what, I'll see you guys tomorrow. We're probably going to be done today with things. I appreciate all of you, though. Probably, I think I'm going to try to play one of the episodes of that dispatch game tomorrow. I'll try to play the first episode tomorrow right before my GAC stream. And then we'll try to get caught up because they're releasing episodes of it. There's 4 out right now. Tomorrow, actually, 5 and 6 are coming out. So we got a ways to go to catch up. We'll try to catch up, and then we'll try to do new episodes every, like, I don't know, Wednesday and Sunday or something like that. I don't know. Seems kind of fun. I should play other games. That's what I was just talking about, dude. All right, let's, I think we're just gonna call it good. I don't see anyone to raid here, so let's pull the plug. Thanks to everyone who hung out today. You guys are awesome. Huge shout out to Legend for 3 months at tier 3. Oh, you're awesome, dude. I didn't see the for 3 months thing. That's amazing. Thank you so much. Greg with the resub on Prime. Ray Rock with a resub on just a resub, which is even one better than Prime. Rad Dad with a resub on Prime. Amazing and appreciate you. And Empire Lifts Back. Oh, I didn't even see your dad joke before. Did you hear about the actor who broke his leg on stage? He's still in the cast. Nice, man. All right, guys. Pulling the plug here. I love all of you. Here, I guess I should actually change it to signing off, ending soon. Good night. I'll see you guys tomorrow.